seems like I was forgetting to do something. What could it possibly be? A game review for, Call of Duty Modern Warfare? No, that's not it. Oh my gosh, it's been months since I've promised to do a Call of Duty Cold review. I need to do that right now. What is up, guys? MegaMan82 here, and welcome to Matt's Video Game Reviews, where I talk about video games and give my ratings on them. And the game we'll be covering today is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, or as I like to just call it for short, Call of Duty Cold War. So, Call of Duty Cold War is a direct sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. In case if you don't know, unless if you haven't been paying attention to like the basic plot of Cold War, which is obviously set during the Cold War. Campaign? Let's talk about the campaign first. The campaign revolves around a real-life conspiracy in the Cold War about a Soviet agent using the code name Perseus. And we have new characters like Russell Adler, Bell, Helen Park, Lazar, along with some our old badass bros, Woods, Mason, and Hudson. Even though in this game Woods says that he's a onion to Mason. They are all on a mission to go catch down Perseus and stop him from annihilating the world, basically. Now, the campaign itself, I had a lot of fun playing it. You guys saw my my gameplay of the first mission of the campaign of Cold War. I mean, I did think the story itself, I mean, it's an acceptable sequel to Black Ops 1. I mean, it was a fun ride to play. Even, like, some of the choices that you could make, even though they weren't, like, very impactful like Black Ops 2. Some of them were still pretty funny, and some of them were, like, crucial. Well, most of them were not that as crucial to, like, the actual ending as, like, the final choice that you get to make playing this character that you can create yourself called Bell. But yeah, it was just awesome to see the old gang back. Although I was pretty mad that they didn't ask James C. Burns to voice Woods, and I don't know why they didn't ask us Sam Worthington to voice Mason again. Hudson was not that surprising. They had another person because it kind of happened in the other games as well. Now, Russell Adler himself, I thought was an interesting, good character. Like, a new character. Even though he does, like, try to get things done, like, in a dirty way. And the way that maybe even messed up, even. But still, Russell Adler is a good character in Call of Duty Cold War, and he pretty much is like one of the main characters surrounding the story. Although Mason and Woods are in it, I mean, they're still major characters, don't get me wrong. They don't have that much more of an important role in the story as Russell Adler does, and Bell. The unfortunate thing about the campaign whenever I first played it anyway, which was like months ago, is that there's so many busted and laggy cutscenes. Like, it's not even funny. You can even, like, look at other people's reviews about it. Now, I started playing the campaign again recently, and it looks like they fixed it, but I just had to point out that issue. I've still been having, like, issues with cutscenes today with even the multiplayer cutscenes. Some of them were still even pretty laggy and just busted. Now, over with my rant about the cutscenes. The gameplay itself was pretty solid. I actually liked it. I like Call of Duty Cold War's campaign. It was actually a good campaign. Now, story-wise, it may not be like the best out of all, but like I said, it's still a very acceptable sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And I could definitely see how it could just lead to Black Ops 2. Unlike Black Ops 3, that campaign did not barely any tie back to any of the previous games. And it had no reason to be called Black Ops 3 for the campaign. And that's my rant about Black Ops 3's campaign. So now that the campaign is out of the way, let's talk about the multiplayer. Me, personally, I feel like the multiplayer is kind of average. Now, some of you may say, oh, it's not as different as, it's not very different than the other previous games. To me, Call of Duty Cold War's multiplayer, it doesn't quite live up to Call of Duty Modern Warfare's 2019's multiplayer. Now, of course, people can talk all about the skill-based matchmaking, which would take way too long for me to talk about, so I won't necessarily talk about that in this review. You can just watch other people talk about it. All I'm saying is that it could definitely be better. Yeah, that's all I have to say about multiplayer. Now, Zombies mode. Zombies, I actually had a very fun time playing. Even though there might be some people that may not like some of the changes or things they added to a Zombies mode, I think it's good so that they could feel like, oh, this doesn't feel like the same old zombies from the previous Black Ops games. For now, as of this video's being released, there's only one map. So, playing the same map, which is a D machine, playing that over and over, it can get tiring at times. I do like the fact that you can go in as like your own operator, though. I also do like the fact that your progression of the weapons in Zombies mode actually goes over to multiplayer. And multiplayer to Zombies. You know what I mean. I actually really like that. I think that's it's very good. Now, I do love the way they gave you to, like, if you want to just end the game because you're bored, you don't actually have to just end the game, just like end game, something like that. You actually get to exfil, which I think is actually a very, very nice touch. It actually makes things feel a little different. Although the D Machine is really just a remake of Nocturne Toten, I mean, playing it actually feels like a completely different map, which I really hope they don't remake maps that they've already done for like the future maps. I really hope they don't do that. I really hope that I really hope Treyarch can actually come up with like different maps that are actually original, like unique. Like, I don't want them just to basically remake Shino Numa as an example with like just an expansion to where we couldn't go before. And with the storyline, I actually do like it so far. I mean, although it is sad that the characters we love, like Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and Richtofen, they will not be returning. For now, anyway. You never know. But, I mean, you had to end it at some point. Which, I think starting a new storyline after Black Ops 4's Zombies, it actually is the good way to go. But, I think they did a very good job with Zombies mode. I was very happy with that. A few things I wanted to point out, too, with technical issues that I've had, like, ever since I got the game, which I actually pre-ordered. I did have a few crashes. I've had Black Ops Cold War shut down my Xbox One like a few times, and I've actually looked online and I saw other people have been saying that they've had that same issue as well. So that tells me that it's definitely not my console. But it seems like by now Treyarch has fixed some of those issues anyway. I'm not exactly sure if they fixed all of them yet, which they probably will in the future. I mean, if you're a Black Ops fan, then I think this is definitely pick up. Probably just wait until these fixes are made and also more content is added. So that's my overall opinion about Call of Duty Cold War. My rating that I can give it is, and I've thought about this for a while, I'm going to have to say it's a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad game. It's definitely a fun game to play. It's just multiplayer, and it's just a lack of content with zombies anyway, in multiplayer right now, which kind of hold it back. But if you could just ignore all of that and just play the zombies mode and still have fun with it, or even the multiplayer and have fun with it, or even just play the campaign and have fun with it, I think it's definitely worth a buy. And that's all the time I have for this review of Matt's Video Game Reviews. Click like, subscribe, put a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.